Latestra. I've been here on time so many days in a row. I gotta keep you guys on your toes. If I always show up on time, you're gonna expect it. I gotta keep chat guessing. You know what I mean? I gotta keep chat unaware of what's going on. You know what I mean? Also, I don't know if I like this lighting. That'll probably be fine. It'll probably be okay. Probably? Maybe? I don't know. It's probably okay. I overthink the lighting too much, chat. Hello. We expect a refund? There are no refunds. There are no refunds here. What are you talking about? More like Glamstra. I know, right? Let's take this glam fit. I feel like I'm ready to attend a ball or a gala. I'm ready to attend a ball. I'm ready to go to a gala because I am a baller. What's up? Fit check. Alright. I'll do a fit check. This is the one downside with this fucking chair. Is it makes it like twice as hard to do a fit check. Cause now I gotta like get up. I need to just get another camera so I wouldn't have to like move the camera every time. That would also make this easier on me. Huzzah. I kind of like this fit, I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't fit. That's the one problem with this thing, is it actually doesn't fit. Like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's open back, and it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to zip up, but I'm too big. I'm too much of a fat ass chat. I don't fit. So why do I feel like there's stains on this that I can't see in real life? It's odd. This is a clean dress, I assure you, Chad. The Richards are designed to sit in for 8 hours straight while watching Blue Bloods. I mean, that's fair. That was designed for a stick insect. This is actually a prop on the show, from the show Bones. One of the actresses actually wore this exact dress on that show. And I have another one from that show too that actually fits. I just like this one because I like the fact that it's purple. It looks good with your background though. I know it does. Maybe I'll have it like hemmed or something so it doesn't, you know, it actually looks proper. Derek got that dress? Yeah. I think it looks good with the exposed back. I think it looks better. Shows a little bit more skin, you know? Shows off my giant back, though. Which I don't like, but fuck it. It's dark blue indigo. It's purple. Which, by the way, can we just agree that, like, indigo and violet are not two different colors? I feel like people will tell you there are 7 colors in the rainbow, and I think that's wrong. The open back works, to be honest with you. I do think it works. Looks designed that way, yeah. I don't know, maybe if I watched... I don't know how to find the scene where the dress was actually in, but it was actually worn on screen, I think. Bones purple dress. Bones TV show. that's kind of... I think that's the right actress, but I don't think that's the right dress. Oh, is it? Wait a minute. No, it's not that one. Damn. Indigo's less purple than violet? Well, you can make, like... Because if you're gonna count violet and indigo as two different colors, then you're gonna have to, like, separate brown from orange. Why is there no... Well, it's red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? Those are the normal colors. But why is brown not a separate color than orange? I feel like indigo and violet are more purple than brown is orange. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, chat? You get what I'm stepping in? I'm still looking for this dress. I don't know where it, I don't know which scene it's from. I've never actually seen Bones, so I don't know, but it was from that TV show. Worn by one of the actresses at some point, who is obviously smaller than I am. Which makes me feel like shit, but you know, it's whatever. It's just whatever. It's whatever, chat. So it looks a little weird. It like doesn't look even. Is it not even? I think it is. Maybe it's just my necklace. I think Newton wanted to be a wizard too bad. What? Indigo and violet are only separate because of numerology and 7 being special number. That's dumb though. Because you really can't say that. I mean, color is a spectrum. You could say there's technically like hundreds of different colors in the rainbow. Like you could differentiate between like purple, mauve, burgundy. What the fuck is burgundy? You know, maroon. There's a ton of different like subshades of color, but there's the main subshades, right? You could classify yellow, orange, and red as just being all different shades of red. But reality, it's like, I feel like they're different enough that modern society has dictated that orange and red are not the same color. Neither are yellow and orange. But you don't, like, for some reason, like, brown is a color, right? But brown is just dark orange. You know I'm right, Chad. Color is a spectrum, great. Now even the rainbows have gone rogue. Indigo's mainly violet, worn by the manliest of femboys. I just think that I think it's really red, yellow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. If you want the actual rainbow, that's what it is. That's the actual rainbow. It's not, purple. You just take indigo and violet and just condense it into purple. Because they're not two different colors. Brown and orange are totally different colors. Astra's gone too far. I know they're different colors, right? That's what I'm saying. But if you just, like, go based off of what, like, society tells you, society would tell you they're not different colors, because there's only 7 colors of the rainbow, according to society, right? Society has gone too far. Because, obviously, indigo and violet are just 2 different shades of purple. Right? If we're gonna, like, get into semantics about, like, is brown different than orange, then we have to open the floodgates. Now, all of a sudden, there's not, like, 6 colors in the rainbow. There's not 7 colors in the rainbow. There's, like, 1,000 different colors in the rainbow. We have to draw the line, chat. We have to draw the line. Elect Astra for president. I'll make the rainbow 6 colors again. No more indigo and violet. Now they're just purple. Is my camera even focused? I can't even tell. Is it? Maybe. Not really. Do you fit Astra just staring the second inning of the game? Just started the second inning? Dude, I've been to enough baseball games. Godspeed. Godspeed, bro. Godspeed. Dude, can I just get, can I get a list of subjects that trigger these fits? The subject wasn't what triggered the fit. The fit triggered the subject. It's a purple shirt, but you could say it's more indigo or violet. But realistically, that's not. Fit check. All right, I'm gonna sit on the chair to do the fit check this time because I don't want to. I think it's cat hair. Fit check, chat. Cat check. Yep. In all its complexity, color map is from frequency to intensity. Color as perceived by any individual can be represented more or less by 3 values, rarely 2 or 4. This is true, yeah. I guess if you really want to get into it, there are only really 3 colors then, aren't there? It's just blue, red, and green. And then everything in between there is its kind of own thing. But you could almost say green is just a form of... Well, I guess green is just a mix of blue and... Oh, no, because blue and red make purple, right? So if you just mix blue and red, it's purple. So is there really just 3 colors? Is there just red and blue, and then everything in between being purple? And does that mean green is actually purple? Navy. Or is green like distinct enough? I don't know, chat. I don't know enough about science to tell. I'm not a scientist, chat. I can't say for sure. I can't do it. The different people cones have different frequency responses. This is crazy. Color is wild, chat. Cat check 100%. It's navy. This is not navy. It might look navy on camera, but it's definitely purple. Chad, if you saw this in real life, you'd be like, that's a purple dress. Different people, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I think realistically, you know, I think it's 6. I think that's the true rainbow. Color is very wild. A friend of mine got sponsored by Howlett Packard to do a master's in color. That's kind of sick. Color is wild. It's actually pretty sick. I would study color. I would study color if I cared more about that. Now to fuck with your mind. It's not loading, chat. It's trying, but it's not loading. The web page isn't loading. Bones TV show wallpapers. That's not what I wanted. I just wanted to find the dress that I'm wearing. Dude, this is not loading. Whatever link you gave me is not work, my man. It doesn't work. It's broken. So yeah, there's at least. Shit, I shouldn't rub my eye. I keep forgetting every time I put on eyeliner that I can't rub my eye. There's at least a year of stuff to learn before beginning to research color once you already have chemistry degree. Really? That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Is that how you develop like red 40? Is it you just figure out like what creates a red and then you make it? Color is such a weird thing, especially like colored food dye. I was thinking about making soda, chat. Like I think I've decided that I want to actually try and make my own like homemade soda so that I can stop drinking Mountain Dew. But I want to make like a whole bunch of them. I want to make blueberry soda. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know, blueberry soda would just look better if it was like Gatorade blue. You know what I'm talking about? Like, if the real like blue soda needs to be like that. There isn't. No one's cornered the market on blue soda yet, and I think it's a very quarterable market. So I gotta get in. But I was thinking about it, and it's like, well, you know, if I just mash up blueberries and put in a bunch of sugar it will like turn into a syrup that I could use to make blueberry soda, but then it would be purple. It wouldn't be blue. It would be purple because it's blueberries are actually purple. But so in order for it to be like really blue, it had to have dye. But what dye do you add to soda that doesn't suck? Because like for red, you either have like petroleum byproducts that make things red, or you have crushed up insects. And I'd say I don't want to put crushed up insects or petroleum in my fucking soda. So is there a blue dye that works like really well as a blue dye that doesn't affect the taste and or have bugs or petroleum in it? You that broke, Astra? Well, it's not that I can't afford Mountain Dew, it's just that I drink too much of it. I drink, and yes, I am that broke. Alright. Alright, bro. To make something like Red 40, you have to get instructions from the lizard people first. Put it in general. There's already code blue Mountain Dew. There's not code blue. You mean, Lightning? Mountain Dew Lightning, you know, whatever it is? Yeah, that is a blue soda. There's also Fanta Blue, I think, right? Hold on, let me look this up. What kind of blue sodas do we have? But you know, when you think of a red soda, you think of... What do you think of when you think of red soda? Is there a red soda? There's a green soda. There's like a definitively green soda. There's a lot of black sodas, like Pepsi. Blue soda. Big Blue. I want to try like all of these. This Pepsi Blue. Blueberry, berry. I don't know. I kind of want to try this. I don't think I have tried that one. I haven't tried like any of these, to be honest with you. I have no idea what these taste like. But I feel like all of these are just like offshoots of main brand sodas. Like Mountain Dew is obviously the green soda. They just so happen to have a blue soda like in their lineup. It's not like a definitive king of blue sodas. That's just a lava lamp. You shouldn't drink that. It's actually just a lava lamp. Tastes like batteries. Cheerwine? Cheerwine isn't blue. Cheerwine is definitely just like dark purple, like reddish. I had a horrible idea to use SodaStream to carbonate piss. What the? Ew. Ew. Brother, ew. That's disgusting. That, like, ugh. Ugh. I was just thinking about blueberry soda, and I was like, ooh. And then I thought about that, and I was like, oh. Oh. It's disgusting. Which ads sure are annoying. I'm pretty sure Ramune makes a blue soda. I just saw that on Google Images, but I don't know, is the Ramune blue soda any good? I haven't had Ramune in a while. Ramune, I think, is good.
Good, so let's try this one right now.
This is a real high quality review, good chat. She got like yelled at by her mom mid shoot.
Let's try it. So good. It was so good. Today
I trapped 100 players.
Today
That's not a review though. Oh, here we go. Now that's how you know someone's real sane, when they start out like the first, not even a second into the video, the literal first frame of the video is just like intense stare. I feel like this man is gonna like mentally stick me up at gunpoint using wizard magic he learned from years of D&D.
Hey!
Ramune usually slaps.
How you doing there again, folks? You get a
I
course?
just don't usually buy it because it's expensive.
Brandon Wenzel! Come back at you. Another offering. Off. My sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm playing video series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and.
This guy's like
Or is-
stuck in 2016.
Is that just like, no, American, how blue it is?
Oh, dude, it's got palm trees on it? Bro. Alright, that's fair. That's fair. Blue ramen. Oh, dude, they sell it by the box for $30 and get eight of them. That's fucking. That's 58 cents an ounce. So that's at 6 ounces of fluid per. That's half of like a normal can of Mountain Dew, right? This is 12 fluid ounces. And so this is half of that. And so really, it's like paying $30 for 4 normal sodas. That's insane. That's like really expensive. That's really expensive. It's like prohibitively expensive. Why are there different... Are there different brands? Why is this one different? Why is this Marco Polo Ramune? Ramune isn't an... Wait a minute. Is Ramune a brand or is Ramune just a type of soda? Because it looks like there's a lot... Oh, dude, this one's got Naruto on it? Are these made by the same company? It's imported, so it costs. Makes sense. It's true. They're like $2 at the commissioner here. I don't think I've ever seen cheaper. It's still expensive for 6 ounces of fluid. She was like, palm trees, I'm sold. I want purple stuff. This man lives in this van. Oh, dude, see, now they have a 16 ounce. See, that's the thing. Does this taste worse because it's not in the bottle? This is 16 ounce pack of 8 for $30. So this is like just a little bit more, right? This is like $5 more than the box, like this, and yet you get 8 bottles of 16 fluid ounces comparative to 8 bottles of 6 fluid ounces. But this says it's 58 cents per ounce, and this one says it's $2 per ounce. What the fuck? How does that make any sense? It doesn't make any sense. Would these taste as good? Like, I feel like without the bottle, the mystique is gone. You know? Sangria? What about sangria? Sangria's it's like a wine. Where's the one that had the palm tree on it? That's all I want. I want to find the palm tree ramen. Where'd it go? It's literally not here. For me, apple flavor does look like it goes hard. I won't lie to you. I do like the gimmick of slacking the glass bead down though. I feel like that's part of the charm. It's like it wouldn't taste. I feel like it would taste like if you just drink ramen out of this bottle. I feel like it's just gonna taste like weird off-brand soda. It's probably not gonna taste that good. But if I do blueberry soda, if I just type that in on Amazon, berry soda. There we go. I gotta get more in frame. Lucky Energy. Yeah, that's actually kind of sick. I like the way that looks. I don't know why. I don't know. That looks disturbing, yet somehow it makes me like wanna eat it. I don't know what I'm looking at. Son of a peach. I would try that. I would genuinely try that. blueberry main root soda. That looks kind of good. What is that? After 3 months of sitting, they are chemically identical. Had both they do. Difference between Mexican Coke bottles and American cans? After 3 months, they are chemically identical? I don't think that's true, because doesn't orange soda use like a completely, or not orange soda, Mexican soda, don't they use like a completely different type of sugar? Like, don't they use real cane sugar instead of sour blueberry minimalist soda? What? Who? This is the most, like, soulless, plant-based? Oh, I guess it is blueberry soda, right? This is the most soulless branding. Guys, I've got a revolutionary idea for our new soda company. What if we just didn't have any branding on the label at all, and it was just like, if we have a blue soda, it's just gonna be a blue can with nothing else on it other than white text that says sour blueberry soda. I want to try it though. I don't. It's terrible. Not even worth it at all. Insanely overpriced. I hope they go out of business. Damn. Fuck. The guy does not like that. He did not like it. Not overly sweet. Jesus Christ, these reviews. The soda tastes flat. No blueberry flavor, no sour flavor. This is terrible. I would have given a 0 if I could. No fizz. It's really, really bad at almost $2 and extremely overpriced. Don't buy it for the love of God. What? Jesus. Sign up or create an account. Get the fuck out of here. I'd imagine it requires some writing of, like, ingredients and making value. To make my own soda? I imagine so, yeah, but, like, who cares? I don't mind, like, going through a process, right? Because, like, if I have to buy, like, a soda stream to do it, I think it'd be worth it if I could. Because I feel like if it would eventually be the same cost as just, like, buying Mountain Dew anyway. Just buying the raw ingredients. The expensive part is gonna get, be getting started with it. Like a soda stream. How much is that? It's like $68 for the... Is that just the CO2 refill gas? Yeah. Yeah, this is basically just... Is this a Whippet? This looks like a Whippet. This looks like an oversized Whippet. Why does it look like that? Will it soda? Am I just gonna become ordinary sausage for sodas? Today we're making Whippet soda. Will it make us trip balls? Where's the actual machine? I think what I would do... Oh, 120 bucks. That's fucking... Damn. I think what I would do if I end up, like, going down, like, and actually being successful in making my own soda. The goal is, chat, to get good enough at making my own soda that I don't drink Mountain Dew, like, anymore. Like, I want to get my Mountain Dew usage to, like, 1 Mountain Dew a week. And that's a tall order, chat. That's a tall order. I don't think I can do that. I don't think I could do that anytime soon. But if I made some sort of soda alternative, or my own soda that was just better, then maybe I could. It's possible, chat. I feel like that'd be a win. If I could, like, gain the ability to not have to buy Mountain Dew anymore. Do it with pine needles, water, and sugar. But that seems so dumb. I'm not gonna... Rangers, I'm sorry, but that just seems like... Look, we can make natural soda! And then it just kind of doesn't. I don't know, maybe it tastes good. It just seems like one of those outdoorsy hacks that doesn't actually work as well as you'd want it to. You can just grab the ingredients from your backyard. I don't have pine needles in my backyard. But honestly, sparkling water is starting to tickle my fancy a lot more than soda now. It's just sparkling water tastes so bitter. I feel like some people don't taste the aftertaste that other people taste when they drink sparkling water. You know how, like, cilantro is one of those things where it's like you can eat it or you can't, and it's a genetic thing? I feel like it's the same way for sparkling water. Whenever I drink sparkling water, I get hit with this bitter taste that's super nasty. I hate it. I honestly think that's why I like Mountain Dew more than normal sodas, is because Mountain Dew is less carbonated than, like, Coke is. And there's a bitter taste that comes with carbonation. So you have to cover that up. And it's like anything that has a weak flavor, like fucking LaCroix, that tastes like garbage, because they don't have anything that's strong enough to, like, overcome the bitter carbonation flavor. It's like Mountain Dew is lighter because it has less carbonation, so it has to have less intense flavors to cover it up. And plus it uses, like, lemons, which are intense in of themselves. So you don't need a lot to cover up the little bit of, like, gross, you know, carbonation flavor and still get the carbonated, like, texture. You know what I mean? They lost their voice. My dad knew some kids that smoked pine needles. Why would you smoke a pine needle? Does it get you high or something? Can't just walk away from Dew. Blood in, blood out of... blood in, blood out, Chica. Listen, I love that. I don't think I'll ever stop drinking Mountain Dew. I listen. I love it. I love Mountain Dew. Okay, I can never get rid of it. But I drink too much of it. I can accept that. I can admit that I drink entirely too much Mountain Dew. And I need to, like, cut back. I want to get to, like, 1 Mountain Dew a day right now. That's, like, my short-term goal. But I don't know how I'm gonna get there, chat. I don't know. I don't know, man. Thank you, Taco Job, for getting us up to reindeers and acre. I'm allergic to celery, and it causes my mouth to go numb. I still eat celery because I enjoy the feeling. It's interesting. I don't like celery that much. I think I just don't like the way celery tastes. It tastes kind of nasty. I don't know. Celery's just not it. Not it, fam. Not it. I've been making this, like, onion soup thing where I, like, take chicken and I brown it, and then I take onions and, like, you know, use the moisture from the onions to release the fond and create, like, a sauce out of it. And I did that once with celery and carrots, you know, the golden trio, and I just didn't like it as much. I don't love carrots and I don't love celery, and I just didn't love the way that the flavors are added. Goes well with Mountain Dew mini fridge. Damn, $2,000 for a full-ass Mountain Dew vending machine. That's crazy, dude. $2,000? That's pretty cool. Dude, I could just buy a whole ass snack vending machine for $2,000. I wonder how that even works. Like, how do you even get to... If you buy one of these, where can you put it? It's $4,000. That shit is crazy. Like, what if I just put one of these in the background behind my, like, setup? Like, what if I just had it, like, right back there? To have a whole ass vending machine right behind me, just in the background. Holy Trinity is onions, bell peppers, and celery. I thought it was onions, carrots, and celery. I'm, like, fairly certain it was onions, carrots, celery, right? It's not bell peppers, is it? I don't know. I like bell peppers, but I don't like celery and carrots as much. Sound like my boomer ex-boss. She thought cutting back to 2 cigarettes a day did something for her asthma, high blood pressure. It's not, okay, it's not like I'm cutting back on Mountain Dew because I feel like it will, like, solve a problem in my life. I'm cutting back because, like, it's too much, alright? Some is okay, but, like, I'm drinking entirely too much. It's the problem, Chad. There's nothing good in Mountain Dew. It's high fructose corn syrup. It's, like, actually terrible for you. But I can't stop, chat. I'm hooked. They got me, chat. They got me. Mirepoix is carrot, celery, and onion. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I almost said mirepoix or whatever however you say it. I almost said that, but I wasn't sure if I like remembered that correctly or not. But I did. You've never heard of Mountain Dew Mouse? I've heard of it. I know full well. I know full well. Trust me. Chad, I'm so hungry right now. I have no idea what I want to eat. You ever just like make all the food in your house and you're kind of like, damn, now what do I do? Do you hear about how a recent hot feud between Trump and Musk? If so, what's your take? You're just trying to feel the politics. You guys always like wonder how we get onto politics, but the answer is always somebody just shoehorns it in there. It's never my fault, chat. It's never my fault. Also, I feel like it's impossible to have a take because there's so much like misinformation on both sides. Or it's like, if you believe that like, if you believe mainstream media, you'll believe like Elon just completely betrayed Trump. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't know. Like, I just don't care. It seems to me that Elon Musk is mad because there are cuts to EV mandates, and he's using Medicaid as a scapegoat to like vilify the bill in order to get it to not pass because he doesn't want the EV subsidies to go away. But you know, what do I care? Because, like, if you just look at what people stand to gain, like, Elon Musk has active, financial incentive towards, like, not backing the bill. So it's like, you know, oh no, am I surprised? At the same time, though, like, I don't know what else is in the bill. So I really can't say that it's a good bill, because I don't really know. Other than the suppressor thing, I don't think the suppressor thing is really good. But I'm not gonna lie, chat, the suppressor thing being in that bill makes me kind of think that they're trying to hide something. They're like, don't worry about the other stuff in the bill. Look, you get suppressors without a tax stamp. And that's cool. I'm like full for that. But I hate multi-issue bills. I hate it. It's like, why don't you look at this new shiny thing that will give you, as long as you ignore all of the other bullshit. I just don't know enough about the bill to actually say if it's good or bad, one way or the other. I really don't. You need to develop mind over matter. I haven't drank soda in 20 years. Yeah, but, you know, every time Astra tries to quit Dude, just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. If you have a Popeyes near you, run into this promo where you can get 12 tendies for 12 buckaroos. Really? God, do I have a Popeyes near me? I might go to Popeyes, chat. If there's one near me, I might go to Popeyes, because I am so down for Popeyes. I don't. You just said Popeyes, and it just gave me the biggest craving for Popeyes you've ever known. There is one. There is one that's not so far away. And what are the reviews? 3.8. I'm gonna put it on my treat stream, chat. I'm gonna put it on my treat stream, and then I'm gonna pray that someone gets it, but because I don't know if I want to spend the money. So I'm probably just gonna eat pizza rolls. They're both coked up to the gill, so there's no big difference. That's kind of almost what I'm getting. That's kind of the way I feel about it. It's like, I don't know, man. All Musk did was say something that everyone already knew. You already look for deals on bill machines. There's Swift cash apps and card readers, tap pay machines. The branding varies, but you can find a wrap to fit. Huh. And we got kicked to the curb, now he's crashing out. It sort of feels that way. cutest femboy political commentator ever? Man, I want to. I'm so close to just saying, fuck it, politics. But politics is so... You can get into ruts where you feel like there's no... You can lose sight of, like, it's very easy to get, like, got in politics, you know what I mean? Like, if you're reading into things, it's very easy just to, like, have people lie and not even know. Like, there's so much misinformation that just spreads through people who don't even know that they're spreading misinformation. That's like that Hank Green clip that I talked about a while, where he just straight up lied on fucking his video and said something that was true that just straight up wasn't true. I don't actually think that he consciously lied in that video. I think he thought that what he was saying was true. It just happens to be completely false, and then he just believed it. And it's so easy to do that. Like, I feel like any political commentator is gonna make that happen. But at that point, does it matter? Like, there's nothing wrong with being wrong. F that suppressor compromise, abolish the ATF, repeal the NFA. That's what I really want. I think the NFA bill as a whole, like, I don't want to see suppressors get, like, this slap on, you know, okay, we'll allow you to have suppressors. Like, the one part of me is, like, 2A, like, mindset is, like, in the battle of 2A, it really comes down to taking inches, and whenever you can take something, you should. If we don't take the suppressors, like, if we don't take this bill, we may never get suppressors off the NFA. We may never have suppressors again. If we don't do it now. So there's a part of me that's like, fuck it, we gotta take ground where we can get it. But the other part of me is like, yeah, but I don't know if the whole bill is good. I don't know. It's like, I really don't know. I haven't looked at the bill. Like, if it really, though, is a thing where there are going to be American citizens who are, like, losing out on health care because they can't afford it and because they got defunded, like, as soon as, like, real American people are, like, suffering because of it, I think there's, like, you need to take a step back and go, wait a minute. I really don't know if that's happening, or if there's people who are just saying that it's happening, or if there's people who are saying that it's not happening. The truth is so fucky-wucky that who even fucking knows? Like, I don't think anybody does. A local Popeyes closed down? That's tragic. My stomach churns every time someone mentions Popeyes. Never seen one with a health score over 90. I know, that's the problem with Popeyes. Is you know you're getting some, like, jank-ass chicken that's been nasty. You know you're getting some nasty-ass chicken. But motherfucker, it tastes the best. It's better chicken than... Okay, you want my real hot political take right now, chat? You want the real, like, clippable hot takes from Astra? The like, oh my god, I can't believe you actually believe that. Popeyes is the best chicken out of all the fast food restaurants. They just do. It's the most juicy. It's the most flavorful. You want to compare Chick-fil-A chicken to Popeyes chicken? It's not even a close comparison. Chick-fil-A is not nearly as good as Popeyes chicken. The only reason why Chick-fil-A even has a share in the market over Popeyes is because Popeyes is nasty. It's fucking nasty. You don't want to go inside a Popeyes. You don't want to think that you're eating Popeyes, because you know it's the most nastiest shit you've ever eaten. But it's delicious. It's so good, chat. It's so much better than Cane's. It's so much better than fucking Chick-fil-A. It's so much better than KFC. It genuinely just is. I would probably still choose Cane's over Popeyes solely because of the sauce. The sauce is just, you get lost in the sauce. You forget that the chicken is dry and bland. But I don't know, man. Fuck, I go hard at it. I used to eat so much Popeyes. You are getting more views than the Spice Cat right now. Battle of the Fat Boys. I gotta retain my viewers then, chat. I need to show more thigh. See if I just do this, I can finally overtake Cal. Are we closer to? Are we doing it, chat? Are we doing it? Popeyes is by far not the best though regarding taste. Have you ever had Jollibees? No, I have not had Jollibees. I've not. Man, I want to eat like fast food right now. Popeye, yeah. I'm a lefty, but I always find laws like the NFA stupid. The reason why the U.S. isn't a war zone like Congo or Sudan isn't because of gun laws, but because we are sufficiently prosperous, a minimalist, robust welfare system, and a core devotion to a common cause and common purpose. I mean, yeah, that's part of the. We are a first world country. That's why we're not a war zone. You know, I don't think that guns create a war zone. I think there's some people think they do, but they don't. Obviously, and like a lot of people like to point at a lot of America's mass shootings as evidence that it does, but then there's like I don't know. I like the past 5 terror events. Only like a couple of them have been in the U.S., and only a couple of those have been gun-related mass terror events, and not just like a normal mass terror event where they use a bomb or a truck and just drive it into somebody. It's like, you know, I really don't... the gun control debate really just gets down to a point where it's like, you really can't be safe. Like, it comes from a desire to be safe and not have to be afraid that someone's just gonna play PUBG and, you know, RDM you in real life. But, like, in reality is that if you've ever played Gary's mod, you know that you don't need a gun to RDM somebody. You just use the wedge that you find on 67th Way, and you spin around and use the flick of your wrist to launch that fucking thing at Mach fuck into your face. That shit. There were some people who were so good at that in that game, man. You'd just be walking down the fucking street, like, all the way across the map, and some guy would just yuck that thing, and it would just beam you. That dress can be shorter. Not really, it's already a pretty short dress. The bill only applies federally. States have already moved to de facto ban them because they classify as destructive devices. So now states like California and such will be treated the same as grenades and flamethrowers. You would need an 07 FFL to start and a state exemption per can. Yeah, see, like, I like it that way though. I almost prefer it being down to the states. Like, I feel like any gun law, you know, if California doesn't want guns, then I don't live in California and I don't really care if California wants to ban guns in California, right? Like, I think it's better to leave those decisions up to the states. Like, I don't mind that they're still illegal there, so long as they're legal across the board, so that I can do it. I can have the can in the state that I want to have it in if I choose to live in that state. It's kind of like weed. It's like, weed should not be federally illegal. It should be up to the states to decide whether they want to or to not allow weed. It would be better for the states, it'd be better for the people, it'd be better for the market, it'd be better capitalism, but it's just dumb. Like, there's no reason for weed to be federally illegal. The weed debate and the gun debate are the exact same debate. This is what people don't want you to know. They're the same thing. They're exactly the same debate. Just one is like, the right hates weed, but the left hates guns. But realistically, they're just arguing the same shit. You take any gun argument, swap out gun with weed, and it's literally now a liberal argument because of it. It's stupid. It's stupid. You could emotionally RDM them. Help admin, they just emotionally RDM'd me. They called me names. Changing the definition of the term MXXX, SHXXX greatly inflated the stats while we do have a violent crime problem, it's statistically manipulated. Very true. I do think we have a violent crime problem. I think we have a lot of violent crime in our country. Our country is very dynamic. There's a lot of places in America that resemble closer to third world countries than they do America, and there's a lot of parts of America that are just obviously super first world. It's just, there's ways to fix it. It's just hard, you know what I mean? You're not gonna fix systemic problems overnight. It's gonna take years of rebuilding things that are actually broken. If you have a house, you know, and the wall keeps leaking because it keeps splitting in the wall because the foundation's cracked and there's a divot where it cracked and now the wall sags there and breaks at the same spot every time, and water gets in, and you keep having to fix the wall, And you're like, why the fuck does it keep leaking? And it was because your foundation's fucked. You need to completely uproot that part of the foundation and rebuild. Or completely rebuild the entire house. That's how you have to do it. America's big enough, though. I feel like we can do it if we wanted. Elon wasn't real personal with Trump, saying he is an Epstein files really personal nasty. Trump has been classy with his response. I believe those allegations of Trump are BS. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I really never really liked Elon, even when he was buddy-buddy with Trump. I'm not, I don't know, man. I'm not one of those people that's like, Trump can do no wrong. I definitely don't think that either of them are incapable of wrongdoing. Especially Elon, though. Like, I didn't like Elon initially. I liked him when he started talking about free speech stuff, but, like, other than that, like, I genuinely hate Teslas, and I never have liked Teslas ever. Like, every single time I see a Tesla on the street, I'm like, it's like when I see a Disney Pass guy. Like, if you're in Florida and you see somebody with those annual Disney Pass stickers, I guarantee you, everybody who's not like a Disney adult is staring at that guy thinking, what a fucking loser. That's how I view people in Teslas. Like, and no offense to anybody in chat, if you have an annual pass to Disney or if you have a Tesla, but like every time I see something, like, I'll go to Wawa and I'll fucking go to the gas station. I just pull right up and fill my car with gas, and then you look over and then you see like 5 or 7 Teslas waiting in line, using the rest of their measly battery to cool their car with AC while they wait like 40 minutes so that they can go and wait 40 more minutes to charge their fucking bullshit vehicle. It's stupid. And it's like, look at these fucking schmuckos. You couldn't have bought a car that was interesting? I don't know. I don't like Tesla. I don't like Tesla. I think Elon Musk does some cool shit. But he also lied about being a Diablo player, and that was kind of funny. If Florida goes blue and they decide to retroactively ban cans, what then? California was pro-gun up till Pete Wilson left one office. Things like that can, like the mag fat ass cash, which can legally be bought here, banned retroactively and seized. Yeah, I get that point of view, and I agree with, like, the Second Amendment is absolute, that you shouldn't, like, infringe on the Second Amendment. I think that goes, if it were up to me, that would go way further than probably most people would say. I think the average citizen should be able to own a tank. But obviously most people don't think that, and so that's not, like, reasonable. I think if you're gonna say it needs to be federally, like, if you're gonna really, like, complain about that and the fact that California can't buy it, you can't do stuff, you're gonna complain that California is banning guns, then you have to, like, say, well, like, all guns are unconstitutional across the board, no matter when or where they were implemented. And I think that's based, but that's never happening, so there's no point in even trying, because it's not gonna happen. California is never gonna unban guns, unless a lot of shit happens. Plus, Tesla build quality is pretty shit. Very shit, yeah. Can't believe that motherfucker did the sketchy salute on live television. I 100% believe that he did not try to do the sketchy salute, that he was genuinely just trying to make a gesture. But my god, is it the funniest thing I've ever seen. I love that moment. I love it. It's so funny. It's so fucking funny that it's one of my favorite political clips just because of how fucking funny it is. Elon Musk is really just like an autistic spurt, and he's kind of endearing because of that, but he's also annoying because of it. Thoughts on Hassan? I hate Hassan, dude. Hassan Piker is such a fucking loser. Hassan is a genuine loser. I hate him. I genuinely do. I dislike Hassan Piker very much. I like him very little. He's not a cool guy. I saw a clip recently where it was literally like Hassan Piker was on a fucking podcast. He was like, they were like, "What's your favorite flag?" And he's like, "Hezbollah." No, it's just like, but even the guy that he was like on the podcast with immediately went, "Oh," it's like, this motherfucker, right? This motherfucker right here is dumb. He said awful things about the American people that, to the point where I think he should just go back to his own country. Call me fucked up? Listen, this motherfucker came to our country and starts calling us fucker assholes. I don't know. Listen, chat. I get heated. I should not say anything else. Before I get attacked by Hassan Stans and his army of little redditors. But my face is getting heated. That or the fan is off and it's really hot in this room. But I'm getting heated, chat. I don't like Hassan Baker. I don't understand why some people would lie about being the #1 player in the single player ARPG, because he's a fucking autistic spurg and it's funny. It makes, when you understand Elon Musk through like the perspective of like, you know, I don't know, there's a Gen Z perspective on Elon Musk, which I think is kind of just funny. I don't like Elon Musk. I think he's kind of a bad person. But like, it's very funny. Hassan is also sympathetic with known terrorist groups. He's a big time loser. Yeah, I don't like Hassan. He's a very much so a champagne socialist. He will literally like lecture you about being capitalist in his like $3.8 million Californian mansion. Like, suck my dick. Hassan Piker, suck my dick. Who's Hassan? He's the leftist, like, heartthrob. He's, like, the guy that all the people who are on the left are like, oh, yeah, he's a little extreme, but my god, is he sexy. He's not sexy. I would not fuck Hassan Piker. Before Elon went super political, Dave Chappelle brought him on stage after a show and got booed like a motherfucker. That's when I knew I was cooked, or he was cooked. Yeah. I don't know. He really, I think he made a mistake making his whole identity political now. I don't think he'll ever recover from that. I think he may have killed Tesla. But at the same time, every time Elon Musk does something really shitty and really like, you know what I mean? Then he does something cool. That like, yeah, he's fucking yeah, he lied about being like a Diablo player. Like, completely, and he sucks at Diablo, and he just lied about that for no reason. He even, like, paid Chinese players to boost his account, which is stupid, but he also caught a rocket, which, no matter which way you put it... What the fuck? There's a bug in front of my face. No matter which way you put it, that's pretty cool. Motherfucker caught a rocket. Like, that's just kind of cool. But... I don't know. I don't like Tesla. Before Elon went, yeah. Nice rain ambience, by the way. Is it raining? It's not raining. Is that my microphone? Is my mic, like, still have, like... Oh, shit. The microphone's, like, all the way over there. No wonder. Whoops, chat. Whoops. 60 is Brandon Herrera. Brandon Herrera is so much more sexually attractive than Hassan Piker. Hassan Piker looks like a twink comparative to Brandon Herrera. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hassan Piker is Randy Orton if Randy Orton took estrogen. I can hear the air in the room. Hold on. Hold on. Where's my Twitch? Just give me the Twitch so I can listen to my own audio. Ew, what is that? That's not right. That's not right. Is it because I have it turned up? Maybe if I turn it down there and is that better? I can't tell. The AC is on, so maybe it's just blowing on it, but that's quieter though. So now I have to just talk louder so that you can hear me better, you know. Maybe like right there. I think that's where I had it last time. Much better. Elon is a visionary and a genius, but he also has character flaws. Nobody is perfect. Still one of the richest people in the world. Very true. Very true. I just don't like him. I just kind of don't like him. But I also don't think that he was running the country. Like, so for a while there, a lot of people thought that he was the president. And that he had, like, full control over the government. And I never really thought that. I never really thought that he was that influential over Trump. I think that he always seemed to me to be more like a piggybacker who was just trying to piggyback off of Trump's notoriety. You don't think he could make another civilization on Mars? He might, dude. He fucking caught a rocket. Dude caught a goddamn rocket. That's literally one of the big hurdles in actually getting to space travel. You know that saying that's like born too early to explore the seas, born too early to explore the stars, but born too late to explore the oceans. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting to the point where we can explore the stars. We gotta get there at some point, and it's like the first step is being able to get there in a ship that can do it more than once, because it costs a lot of money. It's prohibitively expensive to go to space, like prohibitively expensive. And so if you can build a ship that can go to space, come back, and then go to space again, that's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Mainly, it's about the rockets specifically that you can catch. It's not just like, because we've had spacecraft that goes back and forth, but like having an actual rocket that can send a fucking spaceship into the atmosphere and then come back down to be refilled and reused, that's like huge. He's the president of cringe. He is a bit cringy, isn't it? He is very cringy. You can't. Elon is the #1 cringe lord, I think. Did he really catch a rocket, or did the people he paid do all the work catch the rocket? I don't think it's fair to, like, discredit him for doing that just because he does some dumb shit. He didn't catch the rocket. He didn't design the thing that got the rocket, and he didn't design the rocket itself. But he organized the people who did. And so I think that gives him some sort of... Like, a director didn't film the award-winning shot. He didn't act the scene that got the award. He didn't figure out the lighting. He just organized the people who did everything for him. And it's kind of like he organized people to achieve his direction. That's what the director does. But they still get, like, credited at the end of the movie. Insert Matt Damon absolutely borking a connector and blowing himself to silence. What? Yeah, how many things he needs to do to terraform Mars, not to mention less gravity. If you weigh 110 on Earth, you weigh 38 on Mars. I think Mars is not close. I think we're like 40 to 50 years away from being able to colonize Mars. But, like, I think that's way closer than people feel like. Even if in 50 years we will colonize Mars, that means that we will colonize Mars in our lifetime. And I think that's crazy. I don't know if we'll colonize Mars, but I think we'll get to Mars. And I think we'll establish, like, shit on Mars. I don't think a colony on Mars is gonna look like what we think it's gonna look like. I think it's gonna look very spacey and very, like, it's like kind of like the way the International Space System looks. You know, it's gonna basically be an International Space System on Mars for, like, a long time. This one time I was doing a new strain of shrooms in the Ural Mountains, and me and my hiking partner got caught up in a blizzard near the Dyatlov Pass, where all the climbers went missing in the 60s or whatever. Crazy experience. We were trying to set up a wild farm in Siberia just after the fall of the Soviet Union because regulation was weak. We cultivated a new strain to be cold and resistant permafrost. Anyway, what's up? Bro, that's crazy. Jamie, pull that shit up. It's like the average JRE fucking YouTube short summarized into a copy pasta. Jamie, pull that up. Yeah, it turns out we're in the Bengal Mountains, in between Afghanistan and India, on the border of Nepal. And we had this underground lab that we were producing this crazy new strain of drug that would change the world, but the government shut us down because they didn't want us to be too successful. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Joe? Uh-huh. Jamie, pull that up. Science not achieved. Elon isn't an MBA managing everything. He knows achieve math and technical details, the stuff he manufactures. He knows and achieves the and at the technical details of the stuff he manufactures. Yeah, I definitely think Elon's probably one of the smartest people in our generation, or in our lifetime. Elon Musk is the Tesla, the Nikola Tesla of our time. But people also forget that Nikola Tesla fell in love with a pigeon and was kind of insane. So it's like, how could you compare the bumbling idiot Elon Musk to Nikola Tesla? Because Nikola Tesla was kind of a weirdo. It's like, if you get to the point where you're that smart that you can build a company, you can build several successful companies, or what you can build. If you're so smart that you can build a successful car company and a rocket company, you're probably gonna be pretty fucking weird. Like, if you're that smart, you're gonna be fucking weird. Like, you don't get to be that smart without having some stinkers in your personality. The fun fact, the U.S. military gave guarantees to the farmers to protect them. The opioid trade is basically run by the U.S. I did know that. That's true. As it should be. Sure, Astra weighed the same amount as this 2-year-old on Mars. Is crazy. He takes a lot of credit for things of his employees do. Kinda, but I also feel like if you run a company, you get to kind of take credit for what the company does. A little bit, not totally, but he gets some credit. You can't entirely, because without Elon Musk, they would not have caught the rocket, and so because of that, you have to give him some credit for it. Femboy Politics stream, did Marx write anything about this? Marx X? You mean, did Karl Marx write about femboy politics? The real question is, why are there so many goddamn communists? Why are all the femboys fucking communists? What happened? Why did they all turn to communists? Why are they all commies? God damn it! I thought the Cold War was over. I thought we won the Cold War. I thought the Berlin Wall fell. But now it's just communism. He is not intelligent. His employees are the smart ones. I think that's a bit short-sighted, but I don't know. I think Elon's a very smart dumbass. Does he run the company, or does he pay people that run the company? I think that's a little too, like, short-sighted. I don't think there are a lot of people who are just like I think there are definitely people who just own a company and they literally don't know anything about it and they just collect a paycheck, but I don't think that's Elon Musk. And believe me, I don't like to defend Elon Musk. I don't like Elon Musk. I think he's an asshole. But, like, you can't exactly just, like, discredit him because you don't like him. It's kind of fucked up. Trad femboys. Exactly. Exactly, chat.
Chat, do you think I could be your trad femboy wife? Ooh. We can fight communists together.
He is smart, and he is a smart businessman and a personality. Elon Musk is not a genius. He's from a wealthy background and made a smart business moves, understanding his importance in use to insane venture capital to build his empire. I just think there are a lot of people with that level of money who don't turn it into, like, a worldwide brand, and you have to be a smart person to do that. But I don't think Elon Musk is like that. He's not that smart. He's very smart, but he's smarter than me. But that's not saying much. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? I also think he's kind of ugly. He looks kind of like a disfigured alien, if you really want to be honest. Elon Musk is not the prettiest man that ever lived. Hyperloop. Big ass tornado spotted in Texas.
Traffic, that's okay. It's okay to feel sad sometimes.
What the
perfect.
fuck?
It's okay to feel sad sometimes.
I don't know if I lost any of my taillights or anything. I know my headlights were good.
What?
Storm Runner, how ready? They weren't. That thing is a monster over there still.
That thing is a monster.
It's cycling.
I can't see it. It's just a cloud. I can't.
Is it are you on this I'm on the South Highway coming
Can't
north.
see.
Is that safe? I'm doing this from the west on 23.
Alright, well... Yeah. His daughter's pretty, though. Yeah, he's got a weird family. Texas is the only state where you can drive 85 miles on some highway. 85? Nah, dude. Every single highway in Florida is at least a 90. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Only place in the country can go 85. I'm not trying to rise dick. He's definitely an asshole, but the way he speaks about the world is incredibly similar to how I think about the world. He's existing outside of society. He's indeed hyper autistic. Whether his actual smarts lie in business, acumen, or actual rocket science, he has all the money in the world to fund his special interests, and I think that's cool. That's true. That's true. It's like if Christian had the amount of money and influence that Elon Musk does, what do you think he would do with it? Do you think he would build Sonic Land? He undoubtedly has a genius level IQ. Probably. That's what I would guess. Is an iPod Nano shuffle that flop, not the Nano? But, yeah, and that's kind of also implying that, like, you're gonna make the same argument, then you would say Steve Jobs had nothing to do with the success of Apple, and that's just straight up not true. It's like obviously Steve Jobs made Apple into what it was. Like, without Steve Jobs, there is no Apple. There is no iPhone. Like, you gotta understand, the fact that we have phones that look like this is because Steve Jobs existed and did a thing. It wasn't because Steve Jobs paid people to do his job for him. It's because he orchestrated what became this reality. Obviously, there was a lot of other people who helped with that, like the people who actually designed the iPod and the original Apple products that made it a successful company, but he was also the one who organized everything. It's not Sonic Land, it's Quickville. Get it right. Oh yeah, he would turn Quickville into a real place. How cool do you think it would be to live in Quickville? What would he do? What would Christian do? What would he do? He got arrested for it. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. Elon knows the technical details as well, though. He's not just a big picture guy. I don't actually know what Elon Musk knows. Again, I don't really love Elon. I think he's kind of I think he's kind of an asshole, and I think he's very self-interested. Like, when he did the whole thing with the... What was it? The visas? He was, like, advocating for certain visas from India, and then it was, like, a lot of people were mad at him because they just won an election based off of anti-immigration. And then, like, he's over here saying, no, we want Indians, because Americans don't do the job that I want them to do. And so everyone got mad at him for that. But then everyone forgot, and then it was, like... Then he got all buddy with Trump, and then everybody, like, tolerated him because he was buddy with Trump. And then now he's, like, Trump is gonna actively make decisions that are in contrast to his, like, what he wants. Like... The vehicle mandate, the electric vehicle mandate, he's like, Trump is basically saying that you can't have an electric vehicle mandate, which for Tesla is just like, California had a law that basically meant that you're going to be the only viable car manufacturer in the area, so that Californians will pretty much only drive Teslas from that point on. And Trump just said, not happening, which is, that was millions of dollars Elon Musk just lost with that. Millions. So I can understand why he's upset, but I just don't respect it. Can't be at his level for that long with so many people gunning oust you from the company in one way or another. You bring by being a mental phoebe. PDAs exist though, before rectangular phones though. PDAs. What? Elon has a degree in physics, so he knows about science and engineering. Highest speed limit in Florida is 75 AFAIK. Everyone just ignores it and goes 90. Yeah, Yeah, that's basically how it happens. That is pretty much how it works, right? Is there anything happening with the storm?
306.
I want to see the tornado, but they're not showing me the tornado. It's just like a gray sky. Don't hate on Elon. He's gonna have enough kids to repopulate America if we throw down with China or Russia. I don't know. I feel like Elon Musk hate. Well, hate is a strong word, but like I feel like it's easy to criticize Elon Musk. It's very easy to criticize Elon Musk. Like it's too easy. I go 60 and 45 all the time in Minecraft. Just gotta know the area. Based and funny. Yeah, but Jobs built the whole Apple culture that had new people lining up to buy the newest releases and all that. He was the face and almost a guru, that like individual that Apple culture was built around. The whole Genius Bar, blue shirt bullshit and such. I don't think that he was just I don't think he was a successful cult of personality. Like I don't think that Apple was successful just because of his cult of personality. I think it was more like he was just a good businessman. You know what I mean? Let's let Linux install day one. I don't fucking know. Same with Tesla and Musk. Before he became social pariah, he had them buying tiger torches with airsoft body kits. He called Boring Co. flamethrower for 5K a pop, and they loved him for it. He did sell flamethrowers, and that is cool. That is very cool. You have to give him that one, chat. You do have to concede on that one. That is cool. I want a flamethrower. Fuck, I'm so hungry. I keep forgetting to add. I need to add things to my treat stream. Jobs is a visionary like Musk. That is why both created revolutionary companies. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's about right. I just don't care that much about Elon Musk. Cause I just kind of like, every time I hear the word Elon Musk, I just kind of go, I just don't care about him. Like, he's smart, I guess, but I just don't care. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, chat? I should got pulled over for doing 55 into 54. Wait, I did? When? I don't remember this. When did I get pulled over for that? Grubhub, you cannot know my location. Grubhub. You can fuck off. Alright. There's Popeyes. We gotta add Popeyes to the list. Chicken. It wasn't, and MSRP was, but secondary market was where the real price were, and they were 5K. Huh. Having a manual that makes any engine noise will automatically make old people think you are speeding. Apparent fucking Lee, dude. BOGO delivery for that shit? Like, literally, people think that if you have an engine and you like, rev it a little bit, it's just like... they think you're speeding. And I'm still salty about it, to be honest. I'm still salty about it. Dude, there's this fucking fly. Oh. Damn. There's a fly flying around here. I don't like him. I don't like this fly. Oh my god, they brought back the boneless wings? Bro. Oh, dude, I'm getting so fucking hungry, chat. I'm getting so fucking hungry. Did you watch Elon's daughter interview with Hassan Piker? I did not. Was it good? Should I watch it? Was it like, was it good? Yeah. Add this treat. Popeyes. Yes. There we go. There we go. There we go, chat. Some vehicles are very noisy. Is content do it? React. Only idiots would buy it for 5K. They existed for quite a while. Wait, you can still buy this? You can just buy a flamethrower for 150 bucks? Really? Wait, is that... Wait, really? You could just do that? Oh, fuck, dude, I hate pop-ups. I hate pop-ups so much. I hate how they do that. I just hate it so much. No, this is not worth this trouble. This clip is not worth going onto Facebook. I'm sorry, Dob. The guy driving by with the horn is not worth loading into Facebook. I hate it. This, however, is definitely worth showing. What's the difference between type A and type B? OD green? Yo, dude. Dude. Trooper. I think I like the black. What kind of fuel does it take? Can I... Oh, it's not a... Wait a minute. Oh, it's an airsoft gun? Oh, I thought this was a fucking flamethrower. Oh, that's so disappointing. I thought this was a fucking... I don't want an airsoft gun. That's so dumb. Aww. I thought this was a flamethrower. I was like, that kind of looks like a cool flamethrower. But it's not. That's chat. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed. I feel genuinely betrayed right now. Play airsoft? I don't. I play airsoft with real guns. Check Discord DMs. Oh, did you found that on the side of the road? That's actually pretty cool. Like one of those built-in sewing machines. My mom has one like that. Never said they were smart, but they're the fact that they are selling for 5K all day long, and yet the people who bought them probably felt stupid afterwards. You can still find them listed for $100 up to 10K. You just look at completed sales and see what paid back for them. Yeah, maybe. It's not that hard to build a flamethrower, so it's really like if you're gonna spend 5K on a flamethrower, it's not really, you're not really getting a deal. But you could literally just make one yourself for like a quarter of the price. And from the 1920s, that's actually sick. It's fucking Evike, the largest airsoft store in the US. Damn. You know what I thought about doing, chat? Yeah, see, like, this is what I could do. What if, chat, now, and correct me if I'm wrong, this might be a stupid idea, but what if I took, chat, what if I took this, right, this airsoft gun, which has basically an op stock, and what if I took out the airsoft part and I stuck in a Mosin Nagant. Like, would it? Because the Mosin Nagant's barrel and action are kind of one piece. So what if I just like took a Dremel to this thing and shoved a Mosin Nagant in it instead of like replaced a Mosin Nagant stock with this stock? Like, what if I did that? Would that break? Would this like plastic stock withhold? Like, would it stand? Would it stand that? It won't work? Would it though? But what if it did? Because that'd be kind of cool. Would that not work? I feel like that would work, chat. It would absolutely explode and it would never fit. Well, I mean, it's gonna need a little bit of dremeling, but like, why would it explode? As long as the stock can like withstand the force of the explosion, it should be able to be fine, right? Because it's not like you're putting like the actual gun part of the Mosin stays together. It's cheap plastic. It's not cheap, dude. It's $300. What was the question with the op? If I took an airsoft op and I took the stock out of it and then I put a Mosin Nagant into the stock, basically just taking it and just because a real Arctic Warfare, like an Accuracy International stock, the thumbhole stock, a real one, just the stock, is like fucking $4,000 in of itself, right? But what if I spent like $300 on an airsoft Arctic Warfare, and then I took the actual airsoft out of it, and I took like a Mosin Nagant, and I just... Because in a Mosin Nagant, the trigger group, the magazine, like, well, and the action and the barrel are all kind of connected. So you can take them all out of the stock at once. And so you can basically take a fully functioning Mosin Nagant, all of the firing aspects of it, and just dump it into the airsoft one. You might have to Dremel, but like, you need to cut it so it's still structurally sound. Can't just hack it together with the Dremel and pray. Yeah, definitely. You'd end up with the news and ruin airsoft for airsofters and probably real gun owners. Really though? Really though? I think it'd be cool. You'd end up... I don't think airsoft gun is mil-spec. Yeah, but mil-spec is trash. Oh fuck. Keep like rubbing my eyeliner. Like, would it not work? Would it work? Like, is an airsoft stock beefy enough to tank a 760x54R like recoil? Some Smith & Wesson airsoft guns feel like actual firearms, right? Like, would it work? Some airsoft brands are used for police training and replicate the exact weight and feel of the real deal. Yes, this is what I'm saying. Like, if I bought like a $30 Arctic Warfare like replica off of Amazon, that would obviously suck. But like, what's the best? Hold on. Wait a minute, chat. Wait a minute. We'll just look this up. Best airsoft L96.
Airsoft, and you've been reading up on sniper rifles. You'll hear a lot of people say, don't get started off with it.
Airsoft is MIM parts at best, won't survive 54R.
Sniper rifle. And they would be absolutely right. Airsoft is a unique learning curve, and it's best to get started off with the flexibility and the firepower of an assault rifle. To take advantage of any sniper platform, you'll need precision upgrades and time to dial in and tune your setup. This has been on the market for years now, so lots of aftermarket parts like triggers, pop-up units, and precision barrels are on the market now. For the MB08, Well has decided to use a thicker polymer.
They got rid of it?
The result is a heavier, much more solid feel, with a nice matte texture.
Wait a minute.
Well has decided to use a thicker polymer.
See?
The result is a heavier...
Thicker polymer. Hold on. Can I find this thing on like... Can I find this on, like, eBay? Or can I find just the stock on eBay? If it's a 1-to-1 replica, then yes, I think it would work for the action on that rifle is contained to the bolt assembly in the barrel. Yeah, that's what the thing is. Like, the plastic doesn't need to contain combustion pressures or anything like that. It's not like it's the actual. It's not like it's, you know. It doesn't have to retain the actual explosion. It just has to basically. Once you put it, is this gonna dox me if I put this here? Free local pickup from Trustville, Alabama. Shit. See, look at this chat, right? Just hear me out. Right? Like, this is not bad. It's $160 for this, which maybe you can get this one. I don't know what the difference between, like, this is and this. But, like, if all I'm looking for is the stock, I just want the green one. If I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna get the green one. Like this, right? Like, look at this. It even comes separated. So all I need, basically, is to put the Mosin Nagant in there, and then just basically hope that the strength of this part right here is enough to hold the Mosin. That's all I need. I don't think it's that much strength. I mean, I bet you could even, like, stick some metal rods down in there, too. Like, I bet you could, like, weld on a metal bar onto the back of the Mosin and just have it go down here to the rubber butt pad, and then it would be completely safe. Like, I feel like you could take that and make it work. I feel like you can make it work. Yeah. That's something. Cutting anything could be catastrophic. I don't think I would cut anything. I don't think I'd have to cut anything that would structurally damage it, you know what I mean? You want to do Airsoft 1022, they tend to fit pretty well in some popular models, even Sketcher skins fit over the Ruger. No, I don't want to do, I want to take my Mosin, because I have a Mosin that I could take and put into a platform like this. I have a Mosin that I already have a janky-ass Mosin, right? I'm not gonna buy a brand new 1022 to do this. Number one, because it's not as cool. And number two, because I've had this idea since I was like 17. I want to try it. Your thumb not big enough. Probably be better getting a Woodstock Ruger pellet gun. No, Dub, you don't understand. I want the Arctic Warfare look. I want the green thumb hole stock. It needs to be an exact replica of the Arctic Warfare stock. You don't get it. Thank you, Little Quinn 666 for the raid. Thank you so much for the raid. Little Quinn gets it. Why not just go with an Archangel? Or are you dead set on Thumbhole? I'm dead set on Thumbhole. It needs to be the. It needs to have. It needs to look like this, chat. It needs to look like this because, like, if I go to Gunbroker and I looked up Accuracy International. Like, this, I don't care for this. Yes. I don't care about this gun. Is this a technically more impressive rifle than the one I actually want? Is it, like, a better gun? Probably. Probably. It's Accuracy International. But I just don't care. Like, the ATX is a good gun. This is, like, a high-end gun. I just don't care about it because it doesn't look the way I want it to look. It needs to have, like, this classic stock, but with the thumb hole. This one doesn't have the thumb hole. It's, like, almost there, but it doesn't have the thumb hole, and so I don't care about it. It needs to have the thumb hole. It doesn't need to be green, but it needs to have the thumb hole. The thumb hole is very important, chat. Why ruin a perfectly good airsoft gun? I would definitely not ruin the Mosin, dog. I thought you just needed a new stock. Buy a new gun with the Arctic Ranger stock. What do you mean, buy a new gun? What do you mean, buy a new gun? I don't have money to buy a new gun. That's why I want to do it, because I want an Arctic Warfare, but without having to pay... Look at chat. This is what I'm trying to get. This is exactly what I want, but this is $2,800. Technically, this is what I should get. If you wanted to be like... If I wanted all of... with the stock, and I didn't care about having the actual Accuracy International Arctic Warfare rifle in the stock, this is what you buy. right? This fits, I think, a Remington 700 as well as it has the same footprint, and so it has that same thing. But this, in of itself, is a used one for $2,800. That's how much these fucking things cost, bro. They are expensive. This costs $140. It's a lot easier for me to justify spending $150 to shove my Mosin in this to see if it works. I mean, honestly, just looking at this would totally work. Hold on, chat. Let me do some research here. Hold on. Bro doesn't know where AI goes for. They used L96. I found a couple of streams ago. Sold today for 10 grand. Yeah, dude, they're not obtainable. They're like, I don't think I'll ever own one. They're just so expensive. Have someone who makes polymer stocks machine one for you? That sounds even more expensive, dog. Those are not reasonable options. Hey, is stock a closer look? What's under the skin? What? Astra's going into autistic fixation about guns. Classic Astra stream. 143 is too much to pay for those cheaper airsoft AWMs. But that's the thing, I'm only taking it for the stock. Because all I care about is the stock. If I can pay twice as much and have a stock that actually can withstand what I'm like, I don't want it to feel cheesy, right? I don't want it to be a cheesy stock. Like, I could get this. But how does this feel in the hand comparative? Like, is the plastic thinner? I feel like that's gonna make a big difference if the plastic is, like, thinner than, like, on this one. Like, you can tell this is, like, the same color as this, and this is, like, this looks higher quality, I won't lie. Like, it just genuinely looks better quality. But I can't really tell. Like, I don't know. I can't tell just by, like, looking at it. Like, something like this, I could take this, and I could just shove my Mosin. I think the Mosin would honestly just fit with, like, minimal cutting. I think if I have to cut it, it's gonna have to be, I mean, maybe I should just go with the cheapo one anyway, just because I already have to cut it. But I would just have to cut the magazine well, I think. Because I'd have to make room for the Mosin magazine well, which would be basically in here. So I might have to cut a little bit out of this part. But I think overall, I think the actual part that I'd be concerned about is right here. Because you have all of that force pushing this giant metal rod back this way, and this part right here needs to be able to withstand that. And I think if I put some, like, metal in there, or put, like, if I reinforced it, I think it'd definitely work. If you're here, congratulations, you caught the femboyitis, side effect of including obsession over boy smell, dressing in unconventional and feminine clothes, having a concerning amount of shark plush toys, having massive desire to kiss boys. It is terminal with and without a cure, but we love you anyways. What? 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 The average Joe talk? What? Is that an insult or a... I can't tell. Yeah, this one looks good. OD green. Like, this one looks pretty high quality. If that's the same, it's the MB08BA. Is that the highest quality one I can get? It is a well brand. They usually make lower tier guns. You do know that any airsoft stock will splinter in less than 5 pounds under recoil, and if you're lucky, they won't end up in a new scar or worse. Is that true, though? Is that true? Is that true? Do you think that's really true? If I took a stock and I put a gun in it, would it explode? Basically, if I took that same stock and I just slammed it on the ground really hard, would it blow up? Chat, would it blow up? It'd be kind of funny to buy, like, 2 of them. I guess, if I were to go with the cheaper brand, I could buy, like, the $80 stock, or the $80 one, right? I could just buy this, which is $80, right? And I could just beat the shit out of it until it breaks to find out how actually strong it is. Because what if it's just way stronger than you'd think? Like, what if it just has 0 problem handling it? Like, what if it's just completely okay? Like, what then, chat? Like, what if it's just is just completely able to tank a Mosin? Like, cause I feel like if you can grab that, strap some weights onto it, and smash it against the floor, like the concrete, and have it not break, I think it's gotta be okay, right? I think it's gotta be able to withstand. Like, if I buy one of these, and then push it till it breaks, then I know how far it will go. It would be really dangerous, I won't lie. It's not a good, it's like kind of not a good idea to do that, but I think it's funny and I want to try it. Ordering a custom rifle? I want to. I'm gonna make a custom rifle, chat. CYMA makes AWM shoe. They're a pretty big manufacturer. Reindeers, or anybody who knows about airsoft, find me the highest quality Accuracy International stock. Like the one with the best, most durable stock that I could theoretically put a Mosin Nagant in and have it not blow up immediately. First of all, you need a long action airsoft gun to make a 54 action fit. I mean, not really. You just have to Dremel a little bit. You just have to get in there, you know. I think it would fit pretty easily. It might take a little modification, but I think it would fit. She wants to put a Mosin in an airsoft stock for live fire. No bueno. Yeah, but like, I think it'd be cool. I think, what if it works though, chat? What if it actually just works? I think it'd be cursed, but in a good way. My streamer's gonna die because her thumb is not big enough to plug the gaping hole in her neck after the receiver comes rearward. Yeah, that is the worst that would happen though, right? Is that just the whole receiver just comes right back at you? 760 by 54, you tell me you think those lugs will exert some force on the yoke right where you grip it? I mean, yeah, it will exert some force backwards on you, but like, I don't know, every time you shoot a Mosin Nagant, right, you're getting most of the impact. Here, hold on, chat. I can show and tell this, alright? I can do show and tell. I can do show and tell. It's okay. I'll be right back, chat. I'll be right back. Don't worry about it, chat. I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Be right back. Hold on. Actually, you know what? Wait, I'll grab the other one too. Hold on. Off on a mission. Alright, chat. Okay. Now, we can tell we have a Moogie. We have a Moogie. We have a Mosin Nagant. Right, chat? This is the gun that we're talking about. This is the Mosin Nagant. I think this one was made in the 50s at some point. This is a normal, this is the most standard, like, unmodified Mosin Nagant I think you can get, right? This one's an octagonal barrel, which is nice, but it's got, you can tell the upper part of the wood right here. It's got this, the bands, you can tell where it holds on. It has the original, you know, sight on it. This thing is parts matching. This thing's are all original. This thing's actually really cool because of that, right? Now, compare that to my first Mosin that I ever got. This is my baby. This one's my baby. This one's a little different. First of all, I'll get to the bolt, but first of all, the sight not the same size. This used to be the same size as that gun, right? It used to be the same, but someone cut this one down to a carbine length, and then put on this weird, like, sight. This weird, like, aftermarket, like, they bubbled it. They sporterized this gun, and then it didn't fit in the stock anymore, so they took off the top handguard, they left one of the barrel bands, it's just sitting there floating. It doesn't do anything. The rest of the stock is kind of like, I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little janky. And then, like, none of the parts match at all. Like, the bolt doesn't, it's not parts matching to the receiver. The stock, I don't think, is parts matching either. And then the bolt is crazy, because I'm pretty sure the bolt, someone just took a normal Mosin bolt, which is straight like this, right? I think they just heated, like, right here on the bolt, and then just used, like, a vice grip to pull it down. Because, like, if you straightened this bolt out, it would be the same length as this one. And if you've ever seen a real Mosin bolt that's bent, it goes down way further. It, like, has this thing, it goes straight down, and it goes down to, like, here, not this. So this thing's a little bit of a mutt. She's a little interesting, and she's, you know, she's been through some stuff. She's seen it. You know, she's gone through it. But there are two screws right here and right here that if you take off, this whole thing, this whole piece of metal, from the barrel to the action to the trigger to the magazine well, will just come right out of the stock, right? It just comes right out of it. It doesn't have any, there's nothing else, there's no other component, it just comes right out. So my idea is, what if I took an airsoft op, gun, I took the stock out of that, and then I just took this out, and I put it in the op stock. Would that stock have enough, like, resistance on the stock to hold this bolt? Because when you shoot this gun, right, like, and you shoot 760 by 54R, this whole thing is coming back this way. And so right here, this stock has to have enough resilience to hold that. And you're feeling that whole force. Like, there's no give between here and your shoulder. So when you shoot this gun, you feel the whole thing. So everything that you feel on your shoulder needs to be able to withstand, like, withheld by this. So that's the fear, is that if you had an airsoft stock, you would do it and you would shoot it, right? Like that. And it would just, like, immediately shatter this part and come back at your face. Which would not be good. But, you know, if you want a real steel comparable AK, let's get LCT. Wait, what? Looks like the past owners wanted to put a scope on it. It definitely was Bubba at some point in its history. And I paid $250 for it, like, 5 years ago. Or no, it's probably like 7 years ago at this point. But I love this Mosin, chat. This is probably my favorite Mosin because I love it. And it is just my special little boy. She's my special little girl, this Mosin. We don't judge her for being special or different. We just love her. We stroke the Mosin. We love the Mosin. But, like, it wouldn't modify or damage the gun in any way to try it. I feel like it would be fine. I feel like it would be totally fine, to be honest with you. Alright, chat, I gotta go put these guns back. I'll be right back. I gotta go put these away. With gunsmithing? Something like that. But how rigid It would work if it fit. I think the best way to do it would be to take like some metal inserts and put it inside the stock. So at the because I think the real concern is that if they used like some sort of hollow material, like plastic material for the actual stock, and that this port right here just crumples inwards and splinters as soon as like this tries to go backwards, it's just gonna like split down the middle and like not hold together at all. Which, because it would be very understandable if it did, because this actually isn't supposed to hold. You know, it might just work though, because I feel like there's not that actually much force, right? It's not that much. Like you're feeling the whole thing on your shoulder, like you're tanking it with your shoulder every time you shoot a Mosin, and you're not having to shoot more than that force, right? And so would a plastic, you know, basically the question is this plastic like as strong as your shoulder? I don't know. But like, if this was like super hollow on the inside, theoretically you could just take a piece of metal and just stick it down in here, and you wouldn't even have to weld it to the Mosin. You just have to have it like pressed up against that piece of metal, so that there's like a metal rod sticking from here to here where the actual gun is. You might even be able to. I might even just like stick it up or figure out some way to attach it. I think it would be janky. I think it would 100% be janky. But the Mosin's already janky. And I think it would be cool. The amount of milling you would have to do, I don't think it'd be that bad. I really don't. You could try the airsoft furniture, but I would detonate with a string. Yeah, probably. Probably be able to do that, like, from a distance. I don't really know if you'd be able to find an airsoft 8mm stock that wouldn't explode under the stress of the 760x54R. I just don't think 765x54R is that bad. Because again, you're not trying to, it's not like you're taking, like, you're not trying to contain, like, you know, explosion pressure. It's not like you're having, it doesn't need to withstand 60,000 psi of, like, chamber pressure or anything like that. It just needs to be able to hold the gun. When the gun fires, the gun wants to go like that. All the stock has to do is prevent it from going like that, and just hold it like that, and just take all that shock. But like usually your shoulder, you feel that same amount of force. Like if you have a wooden stock, all the wooden stock is doing is transferring that energy into your shoulder. Astra sized gun. Factory Men Black Cricket. Oh, $433? What? That's expensive. What the fuck? It's got 1 star. Fucking wild. You know, there's a reason why it's called stock, a recoil bolt, and why the recoil on those is so legendary, because it's transferred through the stock to the shooter. Because it's all transferred to the stock to the shooter. You know, there is this reason why it's called the stock recoil bolt. I actually have never heard the term stock recoil bolt. I've never heard that. I literally don't know what that means. If you're implying that yes, all of the shock from the gun trying to move backwards gets absorbed by your shoulder, yeah. But I've shot that gun enough times, and I feel like the plastic would hold it. I think it'd be fine. Like especially because plastic is like not as rigid as other things. Like plastic has some give to it, you know what I mean? At a small scale. So I think that the sharp, immediate impact of the gun probably wouldn't hurt it that much. I really don't think. Unobtainium / wrong gun dimensions. If you have all dimensions good, Smith can create one. No, it's the gun. A gunsmith could not create the stock that I want. They can't do it. They don't have the. It would cost more money to have it custom made than it would be to like. I think the best thing, you know what I could do, chat, that probably would be kind of sick, is if I just had, like, if I commissioned someone make me the stock out of wood. Like, what? Let me, has anyone done that? L96 stock wood. And made L96. Yeah, like this. Like, I think the only other option I'd have would be to have someone, like, commission, like, a woodworker make, like, something like this. This is gorgeous, unironically. I love this. This is fucking gorgeous. It is so pretty. I love that. I want that. And so I could theoretically have someone custom make me a stock, but that would cost thousands of dollars. Like, $300? Are you fucking shitting me? Okay, never mind, I guess. I will fuck myself. $300.
They wouldn't stock.
At that point, fuck. Why didn't you just buy this? I might have to cut it so that it fits, but like, for $300, like, that's not even that much worse. Like, I might as well. I suggested this idea. I think I don't know if it would work. I don't know if it would really be that, like, because like I'd have to like have it fit the Mosin, and I don't know how I would, and it would like kind of hurt to like buy this for $300 and then not be able to put the right gun in it. Like, what is an SSG 424? What is this? What is this? Yeah, I don't have that gun. Airsoft. See, like, I kind of dig that. Hold on. Mosin Nagant in L96 stock. You see, this is basically what I'm talking about right here. Someone's already done it. Someone's already done it. I don't know why it tried to take me to the forum, but look it, someone's already done it. This is basically what I'm trying to do right here. This is it, chat. This is literally it. It's pretty incredible unless it's made from shit wood. I told you an Archer's SG 96 had a stock. $300 for that model, odds are not one of it will be much more. Odds are for a one off of it would be much more, yeah. I have the sewing machine work. Hell yeah. Contact the company, ask for a custom. Check Discord DMs. I don't think I'd make it custom. It probably costs a lot more money to have to make it custom. I could ask them, I suppose. That's assuming that I have money for, like, I don't have $300 to spend on a stock right now anyway. So, that's sick, dog. It's kind of nice, but it would also be $80 if I tried the airsoft stock. I feel like a part of me is just curious. Would the $80 Arctic Warfare stock, would it work? I could make a whole YouTube video out of this stuff. I don't know if it would get monetized. What if I made like a Temu? we have Up at Home. Chat, we have Up at Home, and I just pull out this goddamn abomination of a gun that I fucking like just. I don't know. I might get put on cursed gun videos if I end up doing that, but maybe. $80. I want to buy this airsoft gun for $80 just to try it. You know what I mean? Just to try it. Cause like the MB08BA is $200 anyway, so this is already $200. I might as well just spend an extra $100 and get the real like wooden stock. You know what I mean? But like, a lot of them are 150. Hold on, what if I do? Here's the question. Airsoft gun stock. But can I just buy the stock for this? Do they sell that? No. Do you think I could buy it from the company? I think if I asked them for just the stock, if they would have just the stock. Because $80 is not bad, Chad. $80 is not bad. I could spend $300 on this. This is just gorgeous. Where they made this gun, this is fucking gorgeous. I love the way this looks. Can I just have a look at the green one?
By carving don't just change the type and look of the SG-24 into a completely different rifle, but
honestly, it's such a sexist. I love the way that looks. I fucking love the way that looks, dude. That looks so nice. But I could also just buy this for $80. It's got one review. Do this ship to Estonia? Does it ship to Mongolia? Does this ship to Germany? I don't know. It's from Canada. It's $80, shit. Should be fine with mine 50 cal. Other shorties are snipers, man, and laying down an ergonomics significantly reduces your recoil, but they're short because they're easier to hide. There's only 200, but it isn't an op. There's a thumb hole though. Yeah, I mean it's only two. This is also for airsoft though. This wouldn't even. It's not even like, if I just wanted a wooden stock for the Mosin, I could just get like custom Mosin stock. Like I could just get like something like this. They make them. People out here making them. Like I could just like, this has the thumb hole, but it needs to be like this. Like this is the op thumb hole. It's the Arctic Warfare thumb hole. Wait, hold on. Four not found. Son of a bitch. Classic heritage, left-hand classic. So you can like literally. Interesting. Womp womp. You could ask Novrich if he could custom make a 9130 stock for 9130. Yeah, but I feel like if I was gonna ask him to do that, I'd have to have like money. You know what I mean? I really can't afford it. So the game is over. What have I missed? I'm trying to build. I'm trying to have my gun. Victor Company introduces Vapor Skins ASC parts upgrade kit for Accuracy International Arctic for anti-material sniper rifle aluminum chassis. What is this? I don't think this is it. I think this is like an update for Arctic Warfare. That's $200 bucks, but it's not like a stock in itself. There's a reason why the Arctic Warfare stock is $3,000. Alright? I'm not getting a legitimate one. Gun fun, hell yeah. Money is required for custom guns. Not if I buy an $80 piece of shit airsoft gun and just slap together and see what happens. I want to try it. I want to try it so much, chat. I just want it. I want to get it and I want to try it. Anyway, chat. I'm gonna head off, I think, for now. I think I'm gonna call it there. I got more shit to do tonight. I gotta do before I go to bed. So, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Raid? Maybe. Goddamn, I'm so hungry, chat. I'm like halfway tempted to like DoorDash Popeyes just because I want to. If only, the problem is it's just so expensive, I can't justify spending like $30 on DoorDash. There's like no way. There's like no way I'm gonna spend $30 on DoorDash. But god damn it if I don't want to. What is this? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what? Oh, it's a stock blank. Well, that's cool that it's a stock blank, but then you have to finish it yourself, and you have to drill, like, the holes through it. Like, it doesn't come, like, ready for a Mosin. It just happens, you can put a Mosin in it. You know what I mean? This is, like, I guess that actual picture is from. That he just took it and put emojis in it. That's cool though. I kind of like that. The other problem is I don't have a way of putting a scope on mine, so mine wouldn't have a scope, and I feel like that would look weird. So I'd have to figure out some way of having a scope on it. I don't know how I would do that, but Diamond Arms is legit. But actually, you see next stream that is looking nice, cute looking. That's just. I just really thanks for and I hope somebody in chat will get you Popeye's chicken after you. If you get your Popeye's chicken, whatever, you have to eat and feel your belly and have a good long nap. Yeah, dude, I wanna fill my belly and have a good long nap. I'm okay. I'll be okay. I don't need the Popeye's chicken, chat. I don't need it. I definitely don't need it. Am I willing to drive 15 minutes to go get it? I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna drive pizza. I'm probably just gonna have pizza rolls. I'm gonna be honest in the chat. I'm probably just gonna get pizza rolls. Anyway. That was nice. Anyway, chat. Thank you everybody for watching. I will see you guys. Get the damn chicken. It's too expensive, alright? I'm not buying chicken. Anyway, thank you chat. Thank you everybody for watching. I'll be live again tomorrow.